Today, we will learn about the top 5 interview questions in SQL that you must know to crack your business analytics interviews. That said, if these are the type of videos you'd like to watch, then hit that like and subscribe buttons and the bell icon to get notified.
Craving a career upgrade? Subscribe, like, and comment below. Dive into the link in the description to fast-track your ambitions. Whether you're making a switch or aiming higher, Simplilearn has your back.
Just for a quick info, if you want to upskill yourself to master business analytics skills and land your dream job or grow in your career, then you must explore Simplilearn's cohort of various business analytics programs. Simplilearn offers a postgraduate program in business analytics from Purdue University in collaboration with Amazon, Google, and Microsoft. Through this program, you will gain knowledge and work-ready expertise in skills like prescriptive, predictive analytics, regression, classification, and over a dozen others. That's not all, you also get the opportunity to work on multiple projects and learn from industry experts in top-tier product companies and academics from top universities. After completing these courses, thousands of learners have transitioned into a business analytics role as a fresher or moved on to a higher paying job profile. If you are passionate about making your career in this field, then make sure to check out the link in the pinned comment and description box below to find a business analytics program that fits your experience and areas of interest. Now, without further ado, let's get started. So, speaking about the top 5 interview questions, let's quickly jump to the workbench of SQL. So, I'm using MySQL workbench, and here we have a database called use Simplilearn. So, SLP is the database name. So, we'll be using the use command to get access to that particular database. So, we are in access to it. And now, let's quickly check our tables. Show tables. There you go. We have a few tables here: book collection, book order, employee details, joining register, and employee register. So let's go with the employee details. So I'll just simply shoot a command, select star from emp details. So now we have our employee table. So we will be using this particular data set to run few queries from our interview questions. So getting back to the interview questions. So most commonly you will be asked the following interview questions. So the first question is, you will be asked to find out the names of the employees that start with the vowels. So A, E, I, O, U. So they will ask a question, give me the list of names that start with these 5 letters. It can be either A or E or I, O, U, right? So what's the question? So here you will be using like operators and not like operators. Let's say they want the names with vowels. So you can just use the like operator and use this particular command. Select employee name, that's the name of the column, from employee register or employee details. And then where employee name is like A, modulus, which means it should start with A and it can have any number of alphabets after that, right? So let's quickly also check what do we have in employee register. So I think it's a similar table to employee details that we used before. We have the same details here, so no problem. Now let's try to extract the names of the employees. Those names start with vowels, right? So we will be using the where clause and like operators. Run the command and there you go. So we have 3 names. So if you're able to answer this question, they might ask a similar question with a little modification. So this time they might ask you, give me the list of names that will not start with vowels. So you'll just replace the like operator with not like. So either they'll ask the questions which might start with vowels, or they might ask a question which does not start with vowels. This is one of the common questions. Now going to the second question. So here also, they will give it a simple start. They will ask to give the details of the employee who has the highest salary, or they will ask you to give the highest salary. You can simply use the max aggregation and you can get the maximum salary. So we have $87,000. And sometimes if you are able to answer this question, they will make it a little tricky to you and they will ask, give the second highest salary. Here you can use offset, or there are multiple possibilities, but let me give you the simplest one where you can have the same query. Only difference is where salary is less than max of salary. First, the subquery will be executed which will extract the maximum salary, and the next one is less than. So it will give you only one row which has a little salary which is less than the maximum one, right? So simply let's execute the query. So we will have the answer. So the next highest salary is $78,000. Now moving on to the third question. So sometimes they will ask you to use the update commands as well. So here we have some salary details of our employees in the employee register employee. What I'm going to do here is, let's say this is the appraisal period and they're giving you 15% hike to all the employees. So you need to update the salary column. So what you do is simply update table name salary plus salary into the percentage of hike, which is 15%. So here we are adding that particular percentage in the form of decimal numbers, which is 0.15, and simply run the command and you have it. Now you can just simply query the same detail, which is select star from employee details. So you will have the updated salary list here. There you go. Now let's proceed with the next question that we have in our list, which is about select the employee name and salary from a given range, right? If they ask you, give me only the range of employees whose salary lies between 50,000 to 70,000. So you can use the between operator here and range of numbers, that is 50,000 and 70,000. Just run this particular code and there you go. You have the details. So there are two employees whose salary lies between 50,000 and 70,000. Now the last question is, they might ask you to extract the details from a certain department. So basically, this might also turn up to find a difference between having and group by clause. Sorry, having and where clause. Yeah. So this is one of the common interview questions where they will ask the difference between having and where clause. So when you are implementing group by in your query and you're also implementing some aggregate functions like count, sum, etc., minimum, maximum, in those situations when a group by clause is involved, then you can use having. When there is no group by function, then you can simply go with the where clause. So here I'm trying to extract the number of people present in finance department. So I'm not grouping by department, so I can just use where clause and run this. And now in situations where I have to group by, when I have to implement group by, in those scenarios, you can include having clause in place of where. So that is the fundamental difference between having and group by. And also you got the understanding of group by command here. And these are the most commonly asked SQL interview questions for a business analyst interview. And with that, we have come to an end of this session on top 5 interview questions for a business analyst. Should you have any queries regarding any of the topics covered in this session, or if you require the dataset or code document that we used in this particular session, then please do let us know in the comment section below, and our team of experts will be happy to resolve all your queries at the earliest. Until next time, thank you for watching and stay.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.